So this is the Arlington Community Garden, and we've got 20 some odd plots, and different people have them. I actually happen to live right across the street, but I know there are people who come from Arlington Heights and all over town to come here. And what you do is in the spring you do an application to get a plot, and then they do a lottery for the spots that are open, and once you have one you get to keep it as long as you get your application in for the next year. So I've had this plot for 2 years, and the first year we got a lot of flooding, and lots of things that I planted got flooded out, and so I came up with this idea of digging these kind of channels around and making little areas, and that seems to work. And then we got another flood and it just filled up the channels, and all my plants stayed in good shape. So what I have in here is I have 2 kinds of tomatoes. I have 2 cherry tomato plants and 2 grape tomato plants, which is something my kids really like. And then I have strawberries, which I've had. They came up, they stay each year, get a little bigger. Right now they're trying to spread everywhere, so I may have to find some people around the garden who'd like to have some strawberry plants and cut off some pieces of that. And then my very exciting thing was that I planted green beans from seed, and they started coming up, and a couple days ago I looked in there and sure enough there's green beans everywhere, so that's been kind of fun. And I thought that it might be a nice idea to have an email list for people so that someone could say, hey, I'm going away, pick my tomatoes, or could you water for me, or like my strawberries, I could say if anybody wants to cut off some strawberry plant. So we just got that started. We haven't really used it yet, but I think that'll be a good thing once we get that going and start getting people doing messages.